$100. 1K.
How to budget. Ako na ning studyhan.
Every time you spend, you buy, burger, and something, part of our money goes to the government in the form of taxes. But where does it go? Taxes are the lifeblood of the government. They fund roads, hospitals, schools, and programs that improve our daily lives. To ensure that the government spends our money wisely, the government follows a careful plan.
And this is where budgeting comes in.
But here's the catch. Those programs and services can only happen if the government has the budget to pay for them. Without proper budgets, everything could come to a halt. And you know what's scarier than a zombie apocalypse? A government with no budget to operate. Before we break down the steps of budget preparation, let's meet the true team in charge.
The Development Budget Coordination Committee, or DBCC, is composed of key government agencies. The Department of Budget and Management plans and allocates the budget. The Department of Finance manages revenues, taxes, and financing. The National Economic and Development Authority sets economic plans and priorities. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas advises on monetary policy and keeps inflation stable. And finally, the Office of the President provides oversight and direction.
The very first step of the budget preparation is the budget call, prepared every January by the Department of Budget and Management, or the DBM.
This document contains guidelines, parameters, and procedures that every agency must follow when preparing their proposed budget. It sets for the tone of the entire budget process.
After the budget call, agencies reach out to involve more voices in the process. First, to work with citizens through budget partnership agreements with civil society organization, bottom-up budgeting, and other participatory budgeting mechanisms.
They also consult with regional development councils to make sure proposals match each region's development needs and priorities.
Lastly, through program convergence, bid and partner agencies coordinate their budgets so that different programs like tourism or agriculture work together to achieve the shared goals. With these inputs aligned, agencies can now move on to preparing the Tier 1 proposal.
With priorities set, agencies prepare their Tier 1 proposals. So what's in the Tier 1 proposals?
Tier 1 covers the forward estimates, the current costs of ongoing programs and projects, which agencies submit to the DBM in February. This ensures essential services and projects already in motion will have the funding to continue. Once proposals are submitted, the next step begins, and that is the Tier 1 deliberations.
In March, the DBM meets with other members of the Development Budget Coordination Committee to review the proposals, ensuring they are fiscally sound and aligned with national priorities. After the deliberations, the government sets its budget priorities, which is the roadmap for the next stage of the budget preparation.
The budget priority framework serves as the government's compass in deciding where resources should go. It aligns the budget with the long-term visions, medium-term goals, and the most pressing needs of the people.
Here, we look at macroeconomic targets. These are national economic goals such as GDP growth, low inflation, and high employment, which guide overall budget planning. The sectoral goals are specific targets for priority sectors like education, health, and infrastructure that help achieve the broader economic objectives. Lastly, agency programs and projects, concrete initiatives and activities implemented by government agencies to meet sectoral goals and ultimately the macroeconomic targets.
In May, government agencies have the chance to submit what we call the Tier 2 proposals. These are new programs or expanded projects that go beyond their ongoing or existing activities. But wait! What is the difference with Tier 1?
Tier 1 covers ongoing programs, activities, and projects, essentially the budget needed to continue existing services. Tier 2 covers new or expanded programs and projects that go beyond the current baseline. Once these proposals are prepared, they go through a thorough review process. This review is mainly handled by the DBM, Department of Budget and Management, DBCC, Development Budget Coordination Committee, NEDA-ICC, National Economic and Development Authority's Investment Coordination Committee, ENFRACOM, Infrastructure Committee, and GCG, Governance Commission for GOCCs.
This step is crucial because it ensures that only well-planned and high-impact proposals are included in the national budget. The review process considers the project feasibility, alignment with government priorities, and its benefits to the public.
In July, the budget process reaches a crucial stage. The Department of Budget and Management, together with the Department of Finance, the National Economic and Development Authority, and the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, presents the proposed national budget to the President and the Cabinet.
This is where the top-level review happens. The President and Cabinet assess whether the proposal aligns with the administration's priorities, fiscal targets, and economic outlook. Once approved by the President and Cabinet, the budget is ready to move to the next stage, submission to Congress.
Once the President and Cabinet approve the proposed budget, the DBM begins the consolidation and validation process. During this process, the DBM verifies that each agency's approved budget is correct and consistent with the overall spending plan.
The validated figures are then combined into the Budget of Expenditures and Sources of Financing, or BESF, along with other key budget documents. These reports provide a comprehensive picture of where funds will come from and how they will be spent for the year.
Once the national budget is consolidated and approved, the next crucial step is the formal submission to the Congress. Under Section 22, Article 7 of the 1987 Constitution, the President is constitutionally required to submit to Congress the proposed budget within 30 days from the opening of its regular session. This proposed budget includes the General Appropriations Bill, the National Expenditure Program, the Budget of Expenditure and Sources of Finance, and other supporting documents. The Constitution mandates this to ensure that Congress can begin its review within the prescribed time frame. This requirement isn't just procedural, it reflects the constitutional system of checks and balances, ensuring that the legislative branch promptly receives the executive's fiscal plan.
Bitaw no, kaya man day sa government mo gasto og trilyon para sa Pinas. So, syempre kung kaya nila, kaya ko dapat na ako. Bitaw no.